Hello everybody and welcome to the last day of Shark Week here at Custom Crops. I know you're holding out for the great white, but we've got something in store for you, okay? No, really, you all know it's Tim Holtz week here. I'm Ben.
And I'm Brian.
We're both part of the shipping team here at Custom Crops. Today we are going to show you our, what are we calling this? The Reink Blot tree here. That's the distress reinker. We're going to show you how to get these awesome ink blot trees that we've got here. And we're also going to use the distress powder here.
We're going to snazz them up a little bit.
Yes, yes. That's the final product we're looking for. So here we go. Alright, so before you get started, you're going to want to go to your stash and grab a 12 by 12. We just use the white basic cardstock. Your distress inker, re-inker, I'm sorry.
What color is that one?
That one's walnut stain, but we've got them all, every color he offers. The distresser will show you that towards the end, and of course the embossing powder right there. So, oh, and who could forget, I'm so sorry.
The most important part.
The most important part of this, the straw. This is so simple. This is perfect for summer projects for your kids. It's a little mess and a lot of fun. Just want to start with one dot right here at the bottom. Oh, doesn't want to cooperate with me right now. I gotta convince it wants to become a tree. Come on. So, okay, I got my ink down, straw in hand, and we just let it rip.
And the key is to try and get everything moving in one direction at first. You want a trunk and then you can start branching off.
You want to give it a try maybe? I'm kind of losing my breath here. I'm about to pass out.
And then once you run out of ink or it dries up on the page, just add another small drop somewhere.
And it's really crucial, I don't know if you noticed, Brian placed that ink drop right on the upper branches so that you're getting that flow of the tree.
Let's get one more branch coming up here at the top.
Yeah, there you go. I like that one. I'll get it. Some trade winds there, sweeping the branches out wide. I'm loving it. What does that look like to you, Brian?
Drawing a blank, Ben.
Yeah, it definitely looks like to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that distinguished look right here at the end on the base, yeah. Now this tree looks great bare, but we need to add some, I don't know, volume to it, I guess, right?
Yeah,
and the best
we want
way,
a summer tree, not a winter tree.
That's right. It's summertime, so we're going to get the summer trees out. So you want to go ahead and grab your distress powder.
And the distress embossing ink.
That's right.
And then we also, obviously to get some leaves on this tree, we need a stamp that has, or is shaped like leaves. So we've just got a leafy looking stamp here. And what you want to do is just push it into the embossing ink, get it nice and juiced up, and then stamp wherever you want your leaves. So we'll just do a couple over.
Now what kind of ink is that you're using there? Because it's not really showing up like very dark like normally an ink would.
Yeah, it's the clear embossing ink.
Okay. Now Brian's got it all stamped out. You can't really see it because we use the clear ink, but you just want to pour your powder on there where you stamp down in the wet ink parts. And you can be generous with this powder, which is nice. It looks messy, but you know, a lot of this excess is going to be coming off, and it's going to go right back into your little bin here. So now that you've got that on there, you're going to want to shake it around a little bit, make sure all the ink is covered. Just fold your paper hamburger style, because that's the best. Now that you've sprinkled down your distress powder, what you're going to want to do is grab your heat tool so that you can heat it up and melt those little grains together to give a solid look.
So we have our powder heated and the embossing is completely done now. The last thing you want to do with the embossing powder is take a credit card or another piece of cardstock, just something that has a flat edge on it, and you want to scrape lightly across all the powder. And what that does, there's actually release particles. There's special particles in the powder that help with the embossing process. So you want to get those off because they really don't have any functional value in your card. And then once you have all those off, none of the rest of the powder should come off.
And you've got a summertime tree now instead of a wintertime tree. So the final step is, and you guys all know how to do this, so we're not even going to show it. Grab your embossing ink, your distress ink and your stamper majig, and just smear that around the outsides to give that distressed look.
There's a lot else you can do with this as well. If you wanted to put more of a background, you can, distress some blue sky in there, maybe some grass and some ground. You can use the
full-on
stains.
mosaic.
You can do the stains that we showed you yesterday. You can just get creative and have fun with it.
Okay guys, thanks for tuning in this week for Shark Week / Tim Holtz Week. We know we had tons of fun with you. I hope you guys had fun too. We'll see you next time.